It's Lauren. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all that. I love Christmas. I love everything about it. I love a lot of things about it, not everything about it. I find it pretty stressy. I know a lot of people find it pretty stressy. I kind of get sick of answering whether or not I'm pregnant. I'm not pregnant. I have gained weight. I'm not going to be Santa, not at least as a profession. So, what are you going to do to feel better about this? You're going to take 10 minutes. You're going to refocus, recenter, just get yourself ready for the day. Open up your stockings, have a cup of coffee. If that's what you want to do, then come back, take 10 minutes. Follow along with me here, and we'll feel better together. And happy holidays. Welcome to the holidays. Really welcome to any stressy time you can do this. It doesn't have to be the holidays. Any times when you just want to take a few minutes and refocus, this is your jam. So find a little spot. I'm doing it here because I want you to see this is how much room you need to do yoga. You don't need anything. So I think it's worth getting a mat. It defines your space. It makes it comfortable. It knows you're here to work. Let's just take a few minutes. Sit yourself cross-legged if you can. Here's what I'm going to say today. Regardless of where you're at, get a nice comfy pillow and sit on that pillow just to raise your hips up just a little bit. You're going to find that a whole lot easier on your cross-leggedness here. Sit up nice and straight. Just sort of get all the kinks out. We're just going to take a few moments here. So once you're nice and relaxed here, you got a good spot here. I want you to do that. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Get rid of all that stale air. So you can use your hands if that helps you. You want to get your diaphragm, your chest, and your shoulders all into this. So in through your nose and all the way out. And in through your nose and all the way out. And once more in through your nose. And all the way out. Now, we'll do a little bit of alternating nostril breathing, which we've done before in the past. Your middle finger goes on, your two fingers go onto the middle of your forehead. You're going to close the right nostril with your thumb and your left nostril with your ring finger. And you're just going to go in and out on one side and then close the other side in and out. So you put your thumb over your nose first and you breathe in. And then you close off with your ring finger the other nostril and you breathe out. And you breathe in. And then you breathe out. Well, we close the other nostril and then breathe out. So you breathe out and in, and then switch nostrils, out and in. And do it really nice and slowly, about 5 to 8 seconds per breath. And we're just going to take this second to feel, to help us feel calmer. And you can do this anytime at all. If it's a stressy day, you've got lots to do, take a few minutes, do that alternating nostril breathing, and I guarantee you will start to feel better and more relaxed. So nice and straight, put your hands are nice and relaxed, your two fingers on your forehead, and your thumb blocking your right nostril. Breathe in. Switch nostrils and breathe out. And in. Switch nostrils, 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 breathe out. And in. Okay, and you can release out of that and just feel how everything is slowed down a little bit. You might hear people in the background on this. That's just because people are downstairs and people are gearing up. I'm just taking a few moments here. So just sort of check in with yourself. Check in with what's touching the ground. Feel nice and comfortable with your hips raised. Sit up nice and straight. And then, for the sake of it, do that prayer position, right? With your thumbs onto your sternum, about the same height as your elbows. And just keep on breathing in and out through your nose for a few moments. And then on your next inhale, interlace your hands. And then exhale, push your hands away from your body. Inhale, bring your hands above your head. Exhale, put your hands behind your back. And inhale once more to that prayer position. Let's do that twice more, just following in and out with our breath. So inhale, interlace your hands, exhale. Inhale, exhale behind your back. And inhale again to prayer position. And this time, the last time, let's interlace your hands the opposite the way that you have, which kind of feels a little bit weird, but trust me, it's the right thing to do. So inhale. Exhale, push your hands away. Inhale, your hands above your head. Exhale, your hands behind your back. And inhale, back to prayer position. All right, everything's slowing down a little bit. Let's put our hands, on our next inhale, our hands are going to go above our head, nice and high to the sky, and then you're going to hinge at your hips, fall forward. Once you can't go anymore, the rest of your body is going to fall down to the ground in front of you. And with each inhale, you'll get some space in your spine, and each exhale, maybe you can fall a little bit more. And inhale, slowly push yourself up. Cross your legs the other way. We'll do the same thing again. Hands above your head on your inhale. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Once you can't go anymore, fall in front of it. Each inhale, you stretch out your spine and then fall over a bit more. Inhale, slowly push yourself up. Okay, you can feel yourself stretching a little bit more. Let's roll over onto our knees. You can release your pillow for a moment. Let's stay on our toes. And just, you might need to help out your feet a little bit. Just stretch out your feet. Take a moment here. See how that settles in. Your hips going back onto your heels. And there's a little bit of an intense feeling, but it's going to be worth it. And just take a second with your hands on your quads maybe. Your back nice and straight. And just sort of relax into this, what for me is an intense feeling. Maybe it's not for you. Now on your next inhale, put your hands in front of you. We're just going to rock back and forth and maybe open up your wrists a little bit. And as you go forward, moving back and forth with your breath. Maybe you do some big circles. And the other way. Maybe back and forth a few times. Now, put your fingers facing the sides of your mat, about 2 inches between your wrists. Let's just do some more circles this way. Get all your knife cutting skills for all your vegetable prep today. Get your wrists oxygenated. And circles in the other direction. And finally, your fingers facing your knees this time. A little bit harder, maybe side to side, maybe some big circles. Maybe this is still intense on your feet. Maybe the other direction. Okay. Stay back on your toes for one last go. Just a little intense. Shake out your wrists. Everything's coming alive and into tabletop. So untuck your toes. Your wrists beneath your shoulders. Your knees beneath your hips. Inhale and drop your belly as much as you can. Exhale, push away. Tuck your tailbone. Inhale, drop. Exhale, push away, separate your shoulder blades, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, drop. Exhale. And inhale. All right, walk forward to puppy pose. With your hands in front, a nice straight line between your wrists and your shoulders to your hips. With your hips above your knees, maybe your forehead touches the ground, and get a nice puppy stretch. One more inhale in. And on your exhale, drag your nose, keep your butt in the air, and end up in that Sphinx pose. Your elbows are beneath your shoulders. Get a nice stretch going on here. Keep your butt flexed, but still everything's relaxed. Always keeping your neck relaxed. If you want a bit more action, you can push up out and go into the seal version of this. Make sure that it's because it's nice and relaxing. And keep following your breath. Keep your butt flexed. It protects your back a little bit. And one more big inhale in. And relax down to the ground. Sorry about my bald head. Shake your hips back and forward, just so nothing's locked up. And then we're going to push up on our hands. Our big toes go together. Our knees are apart. And we're pushing our hips back onto our heels. And our head, if you can, goes towards the mat. And stretch out there and keep breathing. And we're really just trying to keep those hips on your heels. Nice and slow breaths. Inhale, go up on your toes into that downward dog. Nothing strenuous today, but nice straight line between your wrists to your elbows to your hips. Get a little bit of movement out here, and then find a good relaxed spot. And on your next inhale, you're going to walk back our hands to a squat. Nice and stable here. You want to roll out your wrists a little bit if you'd like. Keep your back as straight as you can. And really sink into this if you can. If you can't, you can sit on your knees for a little bit. You can just make yourself into a ball, because that'll fall in nicely into the next bit where we sort of put your weight forward just a little bit. Put your butt up in the air into a forward fold. And try to straighten your legs as much as you can and let your body hang nice and heavy. If you want to step on your hands and do that gorilla version, then you can straighten your legs a bit more. And maybe step off your hands. Inhale on a halfway lift with your hands on your shins, your back parallel to the floor. Exhale back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Then roll up to the sky. Hands above your head. Back down to that prayer position while you're standing up. And then we're going to do a not as graceful transition. Just move up a little bit further. Let's move down, crouch down, roll back, and we'll just do a reverse tabletop. Our feet and our hands facing the same direction. Push up through your hips. You're flexing your butt. You're pushing up out of your shoulders. Maybe you want to move around here, but maybe you don't. Your head can go wherever it is, but you're not straining your head. You're just stretching everything out. Nice and smooth breaths in and out through your nose. One more deep breath. Set your butt down as close to your heels as you can. Breathe in. Get some sun on your chest. Straighten your arms. And then breathe out. Sink back into your... And then breathe in. And out. And in. in, roll forward, try to touch the camera, the wall, as much as you can. And as you slowly roll back into that happy baby, grabbing the outside of your feet or your shins or behind. Relax that. And roll side to side. Give your back a little massage. Then your knees to your chest. Nice squeezing tightly. And then your knees together in a supine twist off to the left. Your right arm falls open. And just relax into this. Try to look over your right shoulder. I don't know, how much room have you got? And one more inhale in. Roll back, squeeze your knees nice and tight to your chest. Then your knees together, this time to the right. Your left arm falls open. Next inhale, nice breath in, and really squeeze your knees to your chest again. And then out to the corners of your space, your mat. Tuck your tail, your shoulder blades underneath your back. Your hands facing the ceiling into Shavasana. Not the most flattering pose, but it does show you don't need much room. And then here, just keep breathing slowly in and out. And stay here as you feel that sort of good happiness start going into your body. Your body's relaxed. You're feeling better. It's going to be a great day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. And we'll see you in the beginning of New Year, if nowhere else. Have a happy day. Standing.